that's one of the highlights of my trip, is just looking forward to riding a bike with my friends every day. After a 20-minute bike ride, to come across this little oasis, as you pull up to the school, you hear the chatter of the children.
So we're at Sky Blue. Sky Blue is one that we've supported for about the past 6 or 7 years.
And it's kind of set up on the perimeter of a rubbish dump. And little communities have sprung up around the dump that are recycling the rubbish.
First day in class, the kids were so energetic, and they had that twinkle, that special sparkle in their eyes. They smiled so much, which was why I didn't feel like they were struggling to survive in abject poverty, you know.
So we're at a Sky Blue primary school. We're in the middle of an art class. We've asked the students to draw what their dreams are, what they dream of, what they aspire to do.
It's been really fun talking with the kids and kind of getting them to step out of their comfort zone a bit.
So we're just going to have a little chat with the kids and see if they can explain their drawings and give us a bit of an insight into what they dream and what they're drawing here.
Yeah, well, over the past 3 days, we've taken all the artists to just have a look at the community around here and just see where the kids are living and that they're working with during the class.
Most of these kids either live at the school or they live on the dump with their family, but a lot of the kids that we interviewed, their family has actually taken off and abandoned them.
And to know that this is their reality, you know, it's not about us, it's about them. We're there for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then that's every single day. And to know that, to hear that that's better, a better situation for them than it was in Burma, is, I can't even imagine.
I just remember the kids chasing the truck, laughing and smiling, even though they live in horrific conditions.
Walking around, you know, this area, the dump, I was thinking, what made them come here? You know, what if this is what they chose, you know, to do and where they chose to live, how much worse are they where they came from?
Yeah, when I first came to Sky Blue, it didn't dawn on me yet when I was working with the children because they seemed so happy. And when I went to the dump, I just realized that these people are really struggling to survive.
If I could change anything, it would just be for no one to have to live or work in this environment.
I wasn't really prepared for what I saw when I went out to the rubbish dump and saw the families living in such kind of squalor conditions, really desperate environments with lots of toxic waste and really bad sanitation and health.
I think these people are just the forgotten that no one really is caring about.
That moment, riding on the back of the truck, there was silence. There were 1,000 thoughts going in your head, and they were all sad.
We brought some bags of rice for the 47 families, and you could see how much they valued that food, but even though they had nothing, the kids there were just being kids, having a good time. It was really rewarding actually to work with those kids and find out what their dreams were and make me reflect on my life and how good I do have it. So it was quite a humbling experience. It was nice.
And even though we were here to teach kids, I think I could say for pretty much everyone that everyone learned just as much, if not more, from the children that we worked with.
For me, I think that the biggest part is knowing that you can actually use something that's part of your everyday life, so they can actually create, you know, positive change in the lives of these kids we work with. You're using your art and your skills and something you love to help others that really need it way more than we do.
So hopefully when we get back to New Zealand and America, you know, the work's not done, and, you know, I hope we get to raise more awareness and raise more funds for them.
For the kids, it's huge. They don't have this sort of education, this sort of creativity in their life. So for them, they get so much out of it. And the funds raised obviously helps their ongoing welfare, which is just incredible.
It's so humbling, and it's making me braver as well about my own art. Like, what can I, you know, how can I push this even further?
That's one thing I'm really learning here, is that you don't need a lot in order to be happy. If you can be happy with what you have, and that's something I'm going to take back with me.
I just dream to be happy every day and to, help.
But being here has definitely changed my opinion on what I want from life. You know, like, you don't really need that much to just be happy. I think if you just do what you're passionate about, it doesn't matter how much money comes from that. It's just, as long as you're happy in what you're doing, I think that's a good goal to start with, a good solid direction to take away from here.
For me, you know, I've seen the artists working with the kids is incredible. Just, you know, we put so much work goes into this, and when you actually see the moment that you've kind of, their lives have changed, that you see that they realize why they're here, why the kids are here, what the situation is, and what they're doing to help, and you just see that connection of them with a group of kids. I think that's definitely probably the coolest moment, just watching that from afar.
I've been traveling the last 3 years of my life doing this art thing, and can't even compare to anything I've been through. It's been the most fulfilling thing I've ever done.
I would encourage anyone to get on board on the Little Lotus Project. It's been an awesome experience.
So on this trip we've got a mixture of artists from a variety of places around the world. We've got the American crew, so we've got Ritzy Periwinkle from LA, Jesse aka JRU from North Carolina. We had Aaron Martin aka Angry Wobots from Hawaii, Daniel Zana on the camera from Brooklyn, New York City. We had the lovely Shurio from Singapore, Scott Mitchell aka The Yock from Perth, Australia, currently living in NYC. On the sound mix we had Leon Dalton from Auckland, Cleo Barnett from Auckland, originally from Seattle. We had Megan Jeliza. We had John, aka John Drippins from Wellington. James Bushell, aka Bushy, the international man of mystery. And of course we had Gareth Moon, the legend behind the documentary. And then myself, Pat Shepherd.